What's up everyone and welcome to the club and welcome to another mashup weekend. In today's video we're combining Sonic the Hedgehog with Iron Man. Let's get started by drawing Sonic's brow in the center of our page. We're going to start over on the left, we're going to draw a half circle. Bring this down the middle, and then pull that back up on the right. Now from the ends we're going to curve the brow going up and then out towards the side of the head. So let's start on the left. We go up, round out the eye, and then just pull that down along the side. Let's take that and flip it over on the right. Starting up here, curve this up, bend that out, curve this down towards the side of the head. Let's go back to the center and draw a small oval for the nose. Starting from the bottom edge of the brow, draw that oval, coming down, and then back up. Go to the top left side of the nose, draw a small circle for the highlight, and we'll fill the bottom of the nose in black. Let's move up to the side of the nose, draw two straight lines going out. Now to round out the bottom of the eye. On the left side, let's step in, curve the eye going out, down towards the bottom. I'm just going to pull that up on the left side of that line. Let's do the same thing on the right. Move down toward the same height, go out, pull that up and in. Let's add a thick edge along the outside of the eye. From the top left, we're going to step in, just follow that same curve going around, just pull that down towards the bottom of the eye. Let's move out to the side of the brow, draw a straight line coming down towards the jaw. And then we'll angle the jaw coming down and in towards the chin. Start with the left, coming down and in, and then we'll close off the chin with a straight line. From the bottom corners of the chin, draw two straight angle lines coming up and in, close off the top with a straight line. And then from the bottom corner of the chin, let's step up, angle up and in with a short line. Now connect the outside of the cheek to that line with a curve. Come in and then bend that down. Let's add a seam across the cheeks. From this point, go straight up and then bend that out underneath the eyes. And then from that bottom line, we'll step up, draw another straight line going across. Let's go back up and draw on the ears. From the top corner of the head, draw a straight angle line going up and out toward the top, and do the same thing on the right. Let's flatten off the tip of the ears with a straight angle line coming in. Let's draw the inside edge of the ears. Starting on the left, draw a straight angle line coming down and in to right about there. Do the same thing on the right. Let's draw two straight lines coming in on either side. I'm going to pull this down and in towards the middle with a straight angled line. Let's close off the bottom. Let's add a trim around the ears. From this bottom point, we're going to draw a short angled line aiming towards that top point, going up, and then from the top, we'll angle this down. Now let's trace out the inside of the ears. Going up toward the top, flatten this off, and then come back down on the inside. Let's do the exact same thing on the right. Now I add that large spike in the center of the head bent over towards the right. So let's start from the base of the left ear, curve this up, and then bend that out towards the right. And we'll bend this back in and then down towards the inside of the right ear. And now I'm going to add some texture to that spike. Starting on the left side, draw a curve going up and then down. Go up to this corner, curve up and then down. I'm just going to repeat this all the way out towards the tip. Let's step up, just going to taper this down towards the right side. And just do that a couple more times. Let's go back and add a detail across the brow. Starting on the left, draw a straight line coming down. Do the same thing on the right. Angle this down and out towards the eyes. Now I'm going to go back to the center and draw a short line going up the middle. Now you want to add another set of spikes along the side of the head. We'll start down here, curve this out, come down, and then bend that in. And I'll line this up on the right. Going out, come down, and then in. And I'll taper this back up underneath the jaw. Starting on the left, bend this up and in, and then line this up on the right side. Let's add another set in behind. Starting from the side of the ear, curve this out, come down the side, and then bend that in. Now we tuck this up in behind the front set. Starting back on the left, curve up, and bend that in. Let's add that same texture across each of the spikes. Starting from the top left, curve this down and in, leave a gap, and draw that 2 more times. Let's do the same thing on the right. And then we'll do the same thing across the back. Starting from the top, come down and in. Now once I'm happy with the design of the head, let's move down and draw the upper body. We start on the left side underneath the chin, curve the body going out and then down, go to the right side, and do the same thing, coming down towards the same height. And then from the ends, draw a short line coming in, angle this up and in, and it'll close off the center. Let's add a circle in the center of the chest. Starting underneath the chin, go all the way around towards the bottom, and then back up. Now we tuck the lower body underneath the chest. On the bottom left corner, step in, curve down and in towards the hip. Do the same thing on the right. And then from the hips, draw a straight angle line coming down and in towards the middle, and it will close off the bottom. From the inside corner of the chest, angle down and in towards the hip. And draw a few lines going across the center of the body. Starting on the left, draw that once, and then twice. Now we're going to continue working down towards the bottom of the feet. From the middle, let's step down, draw a short line going across, and then on the left side, curve the leg going out and then down on both sides. Let's round out the bottom of the legs. Starting on the left, curve this down and then up. Now we're going to connect the hip to the outside of the leg with a curve, going out and then down. Let's go to the top of the legs on the inside, add a curve, going up and then out. And then we'll trace that same curve along the bottom. Let's fill that area in black. Now I'm going to add a little bit more detail to the legs. On the inside, let's step out, angle down and out, angle down and in. And then from the outside corner of the leg, step up, draw a short line coming in, and angle down and in towards the bottom. Let's surround the base of the leg with a large oval. From the bottom left corner, we'll step up, go out toward the left, come across the bottom, and then bend that back out. And then from the outside of the oval, draw 2 straight lines coming down. Connect the bottom with a curve. Now we tuck the shoes in underneath that cuff. From the inside corner, step out, draw a straight line coming down towards the heel, and then we'll round out the bottom of the feet. From the heel, curve this down, and then back up towards the toe. Let's go back to the left side. We're going to curve the foot going up and then in underneath the cuff on the outside. Now we're going to add a thick sole along the bottom of the feet. Let's take this curve, step up, and just trace that across on both sides. Now just like we did with these spikes, we're going to add texture across the foot. Starting from the outside on the top, curve in and then down, leave a gap, and just repeat this towards the heel. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now let's go back up and draw on the arms, starting with the shoulders. We're going to start from the side of the body, draw a straight line going out, and we'll line this up on the right. From the ends, we're going to flatten this off with a straight line going up, angle this up and in behind the head. And then from the inside of the shoulder, step down, curve the arm going out, and then down towards the cuff. Now we can do the same thing we did with the bottom of the legs around the wrist. Let's start from the bottom, curve this out and up. And it will follow that same curve going up and in underneath the shoulders. Let's add a trim along the top. From the outside of the arm, curve in and then down. And it will fill that area in black. Let's trace the base of the arm with that oval. From the outside corner, step up, curve this out, come in, and then bend that back out. From the side of that oval, draw 2 straight angled lines coming down towards the bottom, and it will close off the bottom with that same curve, coming down and in. Now we're going to open up the hands on either side. Let's start from the bottom corner of the cuff, angle down and in with a short line. Just round out the thumb, go back up and out. Let's add 3 fingers on either side. Start from the top of the thumb, curve down and out, round out the finger, come up and in. Now you want to layer 2 more fingers along the outside. Start from the tip of the finger, curve this out, around, and then in. And we'll do that one more time, going up and in behind the cuff. Now we're going to draw that flame coming down from underneath the hands. Let's start underneath the thumb, curve this down and out, and bend that back down towards the bottom. Let's take that and flip it over on the right. Starting from the inside of the thumb, curve down and out, and then bend that back down. Now I want to take this curve and flip it over on the left side. Let's start from the bottom, curving up and out, rounding out the side, and pull that back up underneath the finger. And then finally, I'm just going to add the tail over on the right side. Let's start from the hip, curve this out and up, taper that down back in towards the side of the leg, and then we'll add a seam. From the top, curving out and then in. And that's pretty much it. There's our mashup between Sonic the Hedgehog and Iron Man. I hope you enjoyed today's challenge, and if you did, make sure you subscribe and send me your ideas in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.